Welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Faye Foster?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, Judge, sir, ma'am, you know, my daughter who I love dearly, but she is one lazy, sorry, using person.
All right, guys, buckle up, because this courtroom isn't just about money. It's about family loyalty and broken promises. A mother drags her own daughter before Judge Vonda B., accusing her of living rent-free, neglecting her kids, and disrespecting the woman keeping them alive. What begins as a $400 dispute quickly exposes years of pain, pride, and resentment. You'll see a grandmother pleading for structure and a daughter fighting for independence, but only one of them walks out with her dignity intact.
What is
You know
she
what I'm
doing?
saying? So, I let her move into my house 3 years ago, and she got 2 twin boys. She does nothing to support. Our agreement was that she would pay $400.
We never had no agreement. We ain't never had no agreement.
$400 on rent.
Hold on 1 second, Miss Faye Foster. Excuse me. We will not have any outbursts like that.
We just gonna sit here and let her say whatever she wants to say.
I'm just going to sit here and let her say what she wants to while I'm speaking to her. And when it's your turn, I will allow you the opportunity to do the same thing. Okay. There will be no more outbursts.
Yes,
We're clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Agreed that she would pay $400 a month, plus she would pay $275 a month, so I put her kids in insurance.
Okay.
And since she's been there, she's maybe given me a total in 3 months of $200.
Right from the start, tension cuts through the air. Faye Foster, calm but clearly wounded, lays out her case. She's housed her daughter and 2 grandsons for 3 long years, and she's tired of excuses. The audience feels it instantly. This isn't about greed, it's about exhaustion. She's doing what many parents can't bring themselves to do: demand accountability from their own child. Would you have the courage to take your child to court if they disrespected your home?
It's always some excuse why she couldn't pay. And I said, and I told her, I'm on a fixed income, you know, and I'm doing all this for you and the kids. I'm buying the food, paying the electricity, you know. I'm the one to get up and take them to school in the morning while she sleep, you know. And she has, plus she does braiding people's hair on the weekend.
Where does she work? What does she do?
She works at a telecommunication company.
Okay.
And I think she said she's a customer service somebody thing, but
she braids hair on the side.
Ma'am.
You say she braids hair on the side?
Yes, she does, in my back room.
All right.
And her clients come in, she give her clients snacks and stuff I don't bought for the kids, and just like she don't bought something. So I told her, you gonna have to start doing better.
As she explains the financial strain, Faye reveals she's on a fixed income, paying for food, power, and even the kids' sports fees while her daughter sleeps in. That single detail, Grandma driving the twins to school every morning, says everything. It's the invisible labor millions of grandparents do without recognition. When the judge reminds them to stay respectful, it's not just courtroom order, it's emotional tree-off. Everyone here knows what's really breaking: the bond between mother and daughter.
Every now and then, you know. But that's why she's supposed to be paying me $400 for them to live there.
Okay.
Because she got put out of her last place. So I said, okay, you can come home, but you know, I'm on a fixed income, so if you give me $400 a month. And then she said, okay, and paid $200 one time, and that's it.
All right. Are
And
the
then
children on health insurance or anything?
Mm-hmm. And then, ma'am?
Are the children on health insurance or anything?
The children, I put them in insurance because I asked her, do you have insurance on these kids? And she said, I can't afford it. So I said, well, they need insurance. They playing sports and stuff, and they get sick, and we don't have out of public. So I got insurance, and she agreed that she would pay me back insurance.
How much do you pay for the children only?
The children only is $275.
$275. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I know you, and I just need her to do the right thing. I just need her to do the right thing, and hope you can make her do the right thing.
By now, the story shifts from financial to moral. Faye isn't just paying bills, she's covering for irresponsibility. The judge asks if the daughter helps with activities or health insurance. Faye answers with quiet disappointment. No, that word lands heavier than any gavel strike. She's not angry about the money. She's angry about the apathy. Every missed payment, every broken promise, has built into this moment of reckoning. How many chances does love owe before it turns into enabling?
You said this was supposed to be temporary?
It was supposed to be temporary until she found her a place to stay that they can afford. But it's been 3 years, and I don't think she's looking for any place to stay, Your Honor.
All right.
I don't think she has looked at all, and she keeps saying to get a place that's nice enough for me and the boys, and that I can afford, and then people want a high deposit and all this kind of stuff. So, I'm like, okay, but I need you to help out, and that's fine, because you can't live nowhere else for $400.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move?
She's always gone. She doesn't attend their a function, because she said, she got to go out with her girls and kick it, or she got to be with a man and kick it. And so, I was like, you're not even trying to be a part of these kids' life. You just want to be fancy free and let somebody else take care of your kids.
3 years. That's how long this temporary arrangement has lasted. Faye hoped it was short-term, but her daughter's comfort grew while gratitude faded. Judge Vonda listens carefully, her face saying what everyone's thinking. Enough is enough. The law can enforce payments, but it can't force maturity. Still, this court is about to try. You can feel something building, a line about to be drawn where family affection ends and legal obligation begins.
I mean, what's all that about? The huffing, puffing? And...
Because she's lying. She's telling half-truths and sitting over there in her Christian outfit like everything she's saying is the gospel. Yes, me and my children did move in with her 3 years ago, but was tragic divorce with my ex-husband, who her and her church members just wanted me to marry this guy because he was so churchly and good, and he ended up being the devil. And in our divorce, he wiped us clean.
Okay.
And my credit was messed up. He took all the money and he left, and he did all of that, and so it left us devastated. So that it was cool for us to come and stay with her while I get things together, and
so let me
get back on our feet.
I understand all of that, but let me ask you a question.
Then comes the daughter's side, a mix of defiance and hurt. She blames a bitter divorce and lost income, painting herself as the victim. The audience leans in, wondering, is this truth or manipulation? Judge Vonda stays stoic, asking precise questions that cut through emotion. The daughter's excuses echo what so many parents hear from grown children. I'm trying. You don't understand. But trying without action is just survival, not progress.
She said to...
No, that was a yes or no.
Not in that way. Not in that way.
So explain the way.
So when we talked initially, before even moving in, it was, y'all just come, just take your time, get yourself together. I got you guys. I got my grandbabies, who she was very instrumental in. I want grandbabies, I want grandbabies, I want grandbabies, I want grandbabies, I want grandbabies. So I'm giving you the opportunity.
So because she's instrumental in wanting grandbabies, to take care of them too?
It doesn't mean she has to take. I'm saying she's not telling the full story how it is. It was never an agreement on a dollar amount of being able to help. It's just do what you can when you can.
When the daughter accuses her mother of hypocrisy, saying the church pushed her into a bad marriage, the energy in the room drops. For the first time, Faye's silence speaks louder than words. This is more than rent. It's years of resentment finally surfacing. Judge Vonda's calm authority becomes the anchor. She doesn't let emotion drown logic, reminding both women that court isn't therapy, it's accountability. And that's exactly what's about to happen next.
Certain things to happen, you come to court to take care of it. It's unfortunate that the two of you couldn't work it out because you're mother and daughter, but this is where you come, right? So do you have any intentions of moving out and taking your children, or are you going to move out yourself and leave the children with her?
I mean, she knows what to say. She knows at this point that there was a huge layoff because of COVID and why I started doing hair in the first place to try and make amends. So for her to sit over here talking about, oh, I got all these jobs and I got all this finance coming in at this point, is just ridiculous. And it just shows to, you know, just how low she'll stoop to how she behaves and how she acts.
But she's been allowing you to do it for 3 years. She pays for everything for your children. She feeds your children. She takes them to school. She pays for health insurance. She's literally doing everything. You're doing nothing.
But that's her story. I'm doing more than I'm doing exactly what I can. I cook, I clean, I
The judge presses the daughter on a crucial question. Does she plan to move out? And what about the twins? Her answer, 2 months, sounds hollow. You can sense everyone realizing she's not ready to grow up. When the judge calculates her income, the tone shifts from emotional to mathematical. Feelings stop matching. The numbers take over. In that moment, love gives way to law, and reality finally catches up.
do what the stuff she asked me to do for church.
Hold on. Cooking and cleaning for a house that you reside in, you don't get any credit for that, okay? You should do those things, right? But in terms of your children, what are you doing? Because she said she's doing it all, everything I just named off. You have yet to dispute that.
Well, I do get do stuff for their school. She doesn't always, you're not always the one taking them to school,
Okay,
mommy. I don't even know why you in here acting like.
Do you plan to move out with your children, or do you plan on moving out and allowing them to stay with her?
Well, I mean, at this point, I mean, she dragging me all in here to court. I mean, I want to go out. I want to go out and move and like find me and get me situated, and then I will be able to come back and get them and get the boys.
So the boys are going to stay with her. When are you trying to move out?
Like ASAP, because this is ridiculous. Like, I can't even believe you brought me in here with this
When you
foolishness.
say ASAP, do you mean that you're going to leave?
So I'm gonna have to like get on my hustle, you know, to like try and figure out, you know, where I'm gonna go and, you know, what I'm gonna do and how much is that gonna take.
What are we looking
to
at
get
in
that far.
timeline? Because we know the boys are going to stay with her when this happens. So timeline, give me a reasonable timeline that you're talking about doing this.
Here's where Judge Vonda's brilliance shows. She identifies VO12 business as undeclared income. The daughter claims she only makes $1,200 a month, but the math doesn't lie. $300 per head. For clients a week, it's thousands. When she tries to say she trades services for nails and lashes, the courtroom practically exhales disbelief. This is where entitlement meets exposure. The judge's pen might as well be a sword.
80, longer ones like 250.
That's not what she says, and she lives in a house
But she's not.
with
She's
you.
not working with my clientele, and it really.
So
the
you
only-
don't tell her how much you get paid?
No, because she really huff and puff around the house, and really the only reason we here because my boyfriend Tank Daddy, who she was dating, broke up with her, and she was pissed about it, and so I didn't agree with the
okay.
situation. So that's the only reason why she mad, because I didn't take her side in the situation. When grown folks gonna do what grown folks gonna do, and that ain't none of my business. But I'm the one getting the brunt from it. I'm the one that's not doing something. I'm the one that's not doing what I'm supposed to do for my kids. So now it's an issue with my kids because her and my boyfriend's dad ain't in the right spot. And just because I didn't take her side. It wasn't no side to take. It ain't none of my
business too, but let me tell you what is my business. I have your gross calculated at $3,283. That $1,200 that you just testified to, I'm deeming that as income in addition to what you make monthly. So that's how I got to that number, $3,283. That brings your net to $2,790.
And then, it happens. Judge Vonda sets child support at $754 per month, including reimbursement for the kids' insurance. The daughter's expression shifts from disbelief to fury. Faye's relief is quiet, mixed with sadness. Justice has been served, but at a cost. You can feel generations colliding in that courtroom. Love versus law, pride versus humility. Was this victory or heartbreak? Maybe both.
Okay, and you're also going to pay for health insurance reimbursement to your mom. So monthly child support comes out to $699, was $670. We're going to round it up. You have to do a reimbursement. Let me just make sure I don't go over the legal amount because it can't be over 3%. So $2,798.18. So your health insurance reimbursement to mom, although you pay $275, according to the law, it can't be, the health insurance amount that she reimburses you cannot be more than 3%.
As the daughter protests, the judge cuts her off with pure authority. These are your children, not your mother's. That line freezes the room. It's more than a legal statement. It's a life lesson. The mother who once depended on her mom now learns what independence really costs. Sometimes the harshest rulings aren't punishment, they're wake-up calls. And this one rings loud.
So that caps at about $84. So $670 plus $84 is $754. That's how much you'll pay your mom a month.
$700.
$754 exactly.
your breakup.
Because you need to pay for your own children, ma'am. Excuse me, I'm speaking. It's $754. It's what's in the best interest of the children. These are your children, not your mother's children. These are her grandchildren. And I went ahead and ordered that you pay child support because based on your testimony, you'll be moving out in a couple of months anyway. So.
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No, thank you, Your Honor, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
When the gavel drops, silence fills the courtroom. Faye finally gets the support she deserves, and her daughter is forced to confront reality. Yet no one walks away unscarred. This case isn't just about money. It's about respect, maturity, and how family love can suffocate when it's one-sided. Judge Vonda didn't just enforce the law, she restored balance. If this story moved you, tell us, was the ruling fair? And don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments that prove justice doesn't stop at blood.